Let's walk on the wise path.
Do you ever find yourself waking up already tired, wondering where your energy went before the day even started? Maybe you grab your coffee, check your phone, and try to muster the strength to face the day. But deep down, you feel like something is off. You're not alone. Millions of people feel the same way, and it's not because we're all suddenly lazy or unmotivated. The truth is, from the moment you opened your eyes for the first time in this world, your energy has been under attack. Not in a dramatic, obvious way, but subtly, quietly, and constantly. Imagine this: you're carrying a bucket of water, trying to fill a tank. But the bucket has tiny, invisible holes. No matter how hard you work, how fast you run, or how much effort you put in, the water keeps draining out. That's what's happening to your energy. Every notification, every headline, every demand placed on you by the world around you, they're like those tiny holes. They siphon your energy, leaving you drained and wondering, why am I so tired? And here's the kicker: this isn't random. It's not a coincidence. The world you live in has been designed to do this, to take, to pull, to extract your energy while giving you the illusion of control. You're stuck in a system that thrives on your exhaustion. But what if I told you there's a way to plug those holes? A way to take back your energy and reclaim your life? This video is about exposing that system, uncovering how it works, and showing you practical steps to break free. Because once you see it for what it is, you'll realize that the power has always been within you. The system relies on you being unaware, reactive, and distracted. But awareness changes everything. So buckle up. Together, we're going to uncover the truth, challenge the system, and take the first steps toward reclaiming your energy. This isn't just about feeling less tired. It's about reclaiming your power, your life force, and using it to create a life that's truly your own. Are you ready to see the truth and take control? The invisible trap. Let's start by imagining your life as a grand, endless marathon. From the moment you're born, you're placed on this track, told to run and run and run. But here's the catch: no one tells you where the finish line is. Worse yet, every mile feels harder than the last. You're tired, depleted, and yet you keep running because that's what everyone else is doing. That's the invisible trap. This trap isn't made of walls or chains. It's made of habits, expectations, and distractions so deeply ingrained in your daily life that you don't even notice them. You think you're living freely, making your own choices, but in reality, you're following a script written by someone else. The system, call it society, the media, consumer culture, or whatever you like, has mastered the art of keeping you too distracted, too overwhelmed, and too tired to question why you're running in the first place. Take a moment to reflect. How much of your day is spent doing things you actually want to do? How often do you feel like you're just going through the motions? Whether it's working long hours, endlessly scrolling through social media, or obsessing over the latest news, so much of your energy is consumed by things that don't truly serve you. But why? Because the system thrives on your energy. It's like a parasite, quietly feeding off your time, focus, and emotions. It doesn't need to force you into submission. It just needs to keep you busy enough that you don't notice what's happening. And the most insidious part? The trap is so seamless that it feels normal. The constant hustle, the never-ending notifications, the pressure to keep up, it's all designed to keep you running on that hamster wheel. But here's the truth: you don't have to live this way. The first step to breaking free is seeing the trap for what it is. Once you realize that much of your exhaustion isn't your fault, but the result of a system designed to drain you, everything changes. Awareness is the key to freedom. It's the moment you stop running blindly and start asking, why am I even running? And that's where your journey to reclaiming your energy begins. How they steal your energy. Let's break this down. How exactly is your energy being stolen? It's not like someone sneaking into your house and draining your phone battery. This theft is far more sophisticated. It's psychological. It's emotional, and it's constant. Take a look at your phone. Every notification, every breaking news alert, every carefully curated ad, they all scream for your attention. And here's the kicker. Your attention isn't free. Every time you focus on something, you're giving away a piece of your energy. It's like opening the faucet a little wider every time you swipe, click, or scroll. But it's not just technology. It's your emotions too. Have you noticed how much content online is designed to make you feel something? Outrage, jealousy, even joy, all these emotions consume energy. That viral video that made you laugh? It took energy. The comment section argument that made your blood boil? That took even more. Your energy flows where your attention goes, and the system knows this better than anyone. Now think bigger. How many hours of your life have been spent worrying about problems you can't control? Whether it's global politics, social issues, or celebrity drama, the system thrives on keeping you emotionally invested in things that ultimately leave you drained and powerless. It's like playing a rigged casino game. You put in more and more, but the house always wins. And then there's the illusion of multitasking. You might think you're being productive by juggling work emails, family chats, and a quick glance at the news. But in reality, you're just splitting your energy into smaller and smaller fragments. This constant state of partial attention leaves you mentally exhausted and emotionally empty. But here's the secret they don't want you to know. Your energy is finite. It's a precious, non-renewable resource, and every moment you spend pouring it into their system is a moment you can't get back. The first step to reclaiming your energy is recognizing these drains for what they are. They're not harmless distractions. They're deliberate tools designed to keep you tired, compliant, and too busy to question the bigger picture. What would happen if you stopped giving them your attention? Imagine how much energy you could reclaim just by unplugging, even for an hour. It's time to take back what's yours. The illusion of choice. Let's talk about choice, or at least the illusion of it. You've been told your whole life that you're in control, that your decisions shape your destiny. But let's take a closer look. Are you truly choosing, or are you just following a pre-written script? Think about politics. Every election, you're presented with two sides, red or blue, left or right. It feels monumental, like your vote has the power to change the world. But here's the uncomfortable truth. No matter who wins, the system stays the same. The rich get richer, the powerful stay in control, and the problems that matter to everyday people remain unsolved. Why? Because the game is rigged. The system thrives on your belief that you have a choice, but the options you're given are just two sides of the same coin. And it's not just politics. Look at consumer culture. Everywhere you turn, you're bombarded with choices: what to wear, what to eat, what to drive. But are these choices really yours? Or are they shaped by the brands you follow, the ads you see, and the trends you're told to keep up with? It's like being in a giant buffet where every dish looks different, but they all taste the same. You think you're exercising your free will, but in reality, you're being guided down a carefully designed path. Even your identity is part of this illusion. From the moment you're born, you're assigned labels: your nationality, your religion, your social class. These labels shape how you see yourself and the world around you. But here's the catch. The stronger your attachment to these labels, the easier you are to control. When you identify with one group, it becomes natural to see others as the enemy. And while you're busy defending your side, the system profits from your division. The illusion of choice keeps you invested in a game you can't win. But once you see through it, everything changes. You start to realize that true freedom doesn't come from choosing between the options they give you. It comes from stepping outside the system entirely. The moment you stop playing their game, you take the first step toward reclaiming your power. Fear as a weapon. If you had to name the most powerful tool of control, what would it be? Chains? Cages? Armies? Nope. It's fear. Fear is invisible, yet it's the strongest leash they have. And the worst part? You probably don't even realize how deeply it's affecting you. Look at the world around you. Every headline is a crisis. Every news alert is urgent. Every prediction about the future is dire. This isn't by accident. Fear narrows your focus. It puts you in survival mode where you're reacting instead of thinking. And when you're stuck in this reactive state, you're much easier to control. Think about it. When you're afraid, what's your first instinct? To seek safety, right? That's why the system bombards you with constant threats, real or exaggerated. It's a loop designed to keep you glued to the news, scrolling endlessly through your feed, or panicking about problems that, in reality, you have no control over. And all the while, your energy, mental, emotional, and even physical, is being drained. But fear doesn't just exhaust you, it paralyzes you. It clouds your judgment, making it hard to see the bigger picture. It convinces you that the only solution is to keep consuming buy this product, sign up for that service, invest in this security. But these so-called solutions aren't designed to free you. They're designed to keep you trapped, chasing an illusion of safety while the system continues to profit from your anxiety. The system has perfected this cycle. It uses fear to exhaust you, then offers consumerism as the cure. It's a brilliant yet sinister strategy. And the worst part? It's so deeply ingrained in our lives that most people don't even notice it. But here's the thing. Fear only controls you as long as you let it. The moment you recognize how fear is being used against you, its power begins to fade. Start by questioning every fear-based message you receive. Is this a real threat, or is it a tactic to keep me on edge? The more you question, the more you regain control. Fear might be a powerful weapon, but awareness is even stronger. And once you step out of the fear cycle, you take back a huge chunk of your energy. The price of overwork and overstimulation. Let's get real. How many hours of your day are spent working? And I'm not just talking about your job. It's the emails you check after hours, the mental load of planning your week, the endless list of responsibilities waiting for you. Modern life has turned work into an all-consuming beast, one that eats away at not just your time, but your very essence. But have you ever stopped to wonder why? Why do we live in a system where work feels like a never-ending treadmill? The truth is, the system is designed this way. The 40-hour workweek wasn't created to nurture your creativity or help you live a balanced life. It was designed to keep you busy, just productive enough to survive, but too drained to question the system. You trade the best hours of your day and the best years of your life for money. That's just enough to get by, not enough to break free. And then there's the debt cycle. Student loans, credit cards, mortgages, these are sold to you as stepping stones to a better future, but they're actually chains. They keep you working, striving, and stressing for decades. The more you owe, the harder you have to run just to stay afloat. Now let's talk about overstimulation. Cities are hailed as hubs of opportunity and progress, but they're also sensory overload factories. The constant noise, the flashing lights, the crowds, they don't just drain your senses, they drain your soul. Humans weren't designed to live like this, cut off from nature and bombarded by stimuli 24/7. Even if you're not consciously aware of it, your mind is always on alert, processing every siren, every honk, every flicker of a screen. This relentless pace leaves you no time to think, to breathe, to simply exist. It's a cycle that keeps you exhausted, anxious, and disconnected from what really matters. But here's the thing, you don't have to play along. Breaking free from overwork and overstimulation starts with one simple question: what truly deserves my energy? The answer won't come from the system, it'll come from within you. And once you start asking that question, you'll realize just how much of your energy you've been giving away and how much you can take back. Breaking free. Step 1. Awareness. The first step to reclaiming your energy is awareness. It might sound simple, but it's the most powerful tool you have. You can't fix what you don't see, and the system relies on you staying blind to the ways it's draining you. But once you start to notice, the entire game changes. Think about it like this. Imagine you're in a dark room, feeling your way around. You keep bumping into things, getting hurt, feeling frustrated. Then, someone flips on the light. Suddenly, you see the obstacles for what they are, and navigating the room becomes so much easier. That's what awareness does. It turns on the light. Start by paying attention to where your energy goes each day. Do you feel drained after scrolling through social media? Do certain people or situations leave you emotionally exhausted? Do you find yourself endlessly worrying about things you can't control? These are your energy leaks. Identifying them is the first step to plugging them. Awareness also means questioning the messages you've been fed. Why do you believe you need to hustle constantly? Why do you feel guilty for resting? Why do you think success looks like a big house, a fancy car, and a jam-packed schedule? These beliefs didn't come from you. They were planted by a system that profits from your exhaustion. Start asking, whose voice is this? If it's not your own, it's time to let it go. But here's the catch. Awareness isn't a one-time thing. It's a practice. The system will keep trying to distract you, to pull you back into old habits. That's why you need to stay vigilant. Check in with yourself regularly. Where is your energy going? Is it serving you or someone else? The more you ask these questions, the easier it becomes to make choices that align with your values. Awareness isn't just the first step, it's the foundation for everything else. Once you see the system for what it is, you can start taking deliberate steps to break free. You're no longer a passive participant in the game. You're the one flipping the script. And that's where your journey to reclaiming your energy truly begins. Step 2. Reclaim your focus. Your focus is your most valuable resource, and it's exactly what the system targets. Think about it. Every notification, every breaking news alert, every catchy headline is screaming for your attention. Why? Because where your focus goes, your energy flows. And when they control your focus, they control your energy. Let's break it down. Imagine your attention as a beam of sunlight. When it's scattered, it's weak. But when it's focused, it can start a fire. That's the power of your focus. It's the key to creating, solving, and truly living. But the system doesn't want you to have that kind of power. So it distracts you. It floods your mind with noise, social media feeds, endless emails, and a barrage of ads keeping you reactive instead of proactive. But here's the truth. Your focus is yours to reclaim. It starts with boundaries. Turn off notifications. You don't need to know the moment someone likes your post or a headline breaks. Take control of your digital environment by deciding when and how you engage with it. Schedule time for emails and social media instead of letting them interrupt your day constantly. Next, practice single tasking. The system has convinced you that multitasking is productive, but science disagrees. Every time you switch tasks, you lose energy and efficiency. Instead, give your full attention to one thing at a time. Not only will you get more done, but you'll also feel more present and less drained. And then there's the art of saying no. Not every demand on your time is worth your focus. Learn to prioritize. Ask yourself, does this align with my goals? Does this truly matter to me? If the answer is no, let it go. Protecting your focus means being intentional about where you direct it. Finally, redirect your reclaimed focus toward things that nourish you: creative projects, meaningful conversations, time in nature. These activities don't just use your energy, they replenish it. They remind you of what truly matters and help you break free from the system's cycle of distraction and depletion. Reclaiming your focus isn't just about turning off your phone or ignoring the news. It's about taking back control of your most powerful tool. When you decide where your attention goes, you decide where your life goes. And that's the first step toward real freedom. Step 3. Connect with nature. When was the last time you truly connected with nature? Not just a quick walk to your car or a glance out the window, but really being present in the natural world? For most of us, it's been far too long. And that's not by accident. The system has pulled us away from the very thing that restores us. Nature isn't just a backdrop, it's a lifeline. The sun on your skin, the sound of rustling leaves, the smell of fresh air, all of these things have a profound effect on your well-being. They lower your stress levels, calm your mind, and recharge your energy. Yet, modern life is designed to cut us off from these benefits. Concrete jungles, endless screens, and artificial lights dominate our days, leaving us overstimulated and disconnected. But here's the thing, reconnecting with nature doesn't require a grand escape to the mountains. It can be as simple as stepping outside. Sit in the park. Feel the grass under your feet. Watch the clouds drift by. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Studies show that spending just 20 minutes in nature reduces cortisol, the stress hormone in your body. It's like hitting the reset button on your energy. Beyond the physical benefits, nature offers something even deeper: perspective. When you're standing under a vast sky or listening to the rhythm of waves, your worries don't seem so overwhelming. You're reminded that you're part of something bigger, something timeless. The system thrives on making you feel small and powerless, but nature shows you the opposite, that you're connected to a larger whole. And let's not forget the importance of grounding. Walking barefoot on grass, sand, or soil isn't just a feel-good activity. It's scientifically proven to reduce inflammation and improve sleep. It reconnects you with the Earth's natural energy, something modern life has taken away. Reconnecting with nature isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's a way to reclaim the energy that the system drains from you daily. So make it a priority. Schedule time in your week to step outside, breathe deeply, and let nature do what it does best: restore, rejuvenate, and remind you of what truly matters. Step 4. Simplify your life. Modern life thrives on complexity. The system bombards you with the idea that more is better, more possessions, more commitments, more everything. But let's take a moment to question that. Has having more really made you happier? Or has it just added more stress, more clutter, and more things demanding your energy? Simplifying your life isn't about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about letting go of the things that don't serve you so you can focus on what truly matters. Start with your physical space. Look around your home. How many things do you own that you don't use, don't need, or don't even remember buying? Every item you own takes up not just physical space, but mental space too. It's one more thing to clean, organize, or worry about. Decluttering isn't just about tidying up. It's about creating room for clarity and peace of mind. But simplifying your life doesn't stop at your belongings. What about your schedule? How often do you find yourself rushing from one commitment to the next, barely catching your breath? Society has equated busyness with productivity, but let's be honest, how much of that busyness is actually meaningful? Simplify your schedule by learning to say no. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your values, you're saying no to something that does, like your time, your energy, or your peace of mind. And then there's digital clutter. How many apps, notifications, or subscriptions are eating away at your attention every day? Simplify your digital life by turning off non-essential notifications, unsubscribing from unnecessary emails, and curating your social media feeds. Create a digital environment that serves you, not one that drains you. Simplifying your life isn't about rejecting modern conveniences or isolating yourself from the world. It's about making conscious choices. It's about deciding what adds value to your life and letting go of the rest. Every time you simplify, you reclaim a piece of your energy. You create space, not just physical or mental space, but emotional space to breathe, to think, and to truly live. Life doesn't have to be a constant race. The more you simplify, the more you realize that the things you thought you needed were never the source of your happiness. Simplification is freedom, and freedom is energy. Step 5. Create, don't consume. Here's a radical thought. Instead of consuming endlessly, what if you started creating? In a world designed to keep you as a passive participant, creation is a revolutionary act. It's a way to reclaim your energy, your focus, and your sense of purpose. Think about it. From the moment you wake up, you're encouraged to consume. Scroll through your feed, watch the latest show, buy the newest gadget. Consumption feels easy, but it's deceptive. It gives you the illusion of satisfaction while quietly draining your energy. And the more you consume, the more disconnected you feel from yourself, from your goals, from the things that truly matter. Creation, on the other hand, is the opposite. It's active, intentional, and deeply fulfilling. When you create, whether it's writing a story, painting a picture, building something with your hands, or simply brainstorming ideas, you're channeling your energy into something meaningful. You're taking control of your focus and using it to shape the world around you rather than letting the world shape you. But here's the thing, creation doesn't have to be grand or perfect. You don't need to write a bestseller or paint a masterpiece. Start small. Journal your thoughts. Doodle on a piece of paper. Experiment in the kitchen. The act of creating is what matters, not the outcome. It's about engaging with the world in a way that feels authentic to you. And here's the magic of creation. It replenishes your energy. Unlike consumption, which leaves you feeling empty and wanting more, creation fills you up. It reminds you of your power to contribute, to express, to make an impact. It reconnects you with your inner self, the part of you that the system works so hard to suppress. The system doesn't want creators, it wants consumers, because creators can't be easily controlled. They see the world differently. They question, they innovate, they inspire. When you create, you're not just reclaiming your energy, you're reclaiming your power. So ask yourself, what can you create today? It doesn't matter how small or simple it is. Every act of creation is a step toward breaking free from the system. It's a reminder that your energy is yours to use, not theirs to take. Create boldly. Create unapologetically. Create your way back to freedom.